Okay, everybody, we only have a few lessons left, and I'm just gonna walk you through this car burning setup. It's very similar to the flamethrower, except instead of particles, we're just emitting the fuel out of the inside of this car. So basically a very standard scene. As far as scale, I'm in centimeters, 1 unit is 10 centimeters. And this car is as big as it should be, so it's done according to real scale. Now everything that's in here we've already covered, so I think you pretty much know how to do this by now. We have a plane force that is pushing everything to the left, and then I have a standard Phoenix source. And basically what I'm doing is I'm emitting the fuel out of the seats. Let me show you. So I just selected these polygons of the car seats, and those are my polygon ID 10. So then in the source, I just selected the car and I picked the polygon ID 10 like we did many times. So I'm just emitting fuel, and I have 0.4 for noise and 400 centimeters outgoing velocity. Pretty standard, no surprises. And let me just walk you through the settings real quick. So I am doing, for my final sim, I did about 10 million total cells, so around 2.5 centimeter cell size. I am doing adaptive grid by smoke, so as you can see, the simulation grid keeps expanding. We've done that many times as well. Under dynamics, I'm doing 0.3 for cooling, 0.75 for time scale. So actually, I felt like it was too fast, so I slowed it down by about 25% to get a more larger scale look. So that's something we haven't done for a while, is the time scale. I have smoke dissipation of 0.2, massive vorticity for the smoke of a value of 1, because I really wanted this sort of violent turbulent smoke coming out of this fire. I'm doing PCG symmetric, 40 for quality, and under fuel, on pretty standard settings, 5 for energy, 5 for fuel depletion, no propagation. As always, as far as the output, don't forget to output fuel and velocity. Let me just show you the volumetric options here. So for the fire, this was my curve. Again, it's based on temperature, and pretty much it's almost the exact same setup as what we did for the flamethrower. So I just played with the curve to control where the flames basically die. So you can see what kind of effect that has. And then I just played with the colors and this physically based parameter to get the amount of brightness that I needed, as well as the fire multiplier. Smoke color, we covered that as well, so you can make that darker. And smoke opacity is just simple smoke, 0.8. So really, it's very simple to do. If you followed at least, half of the lessons leading up to this point, this shouldn't be a problem for you to set up. As far as rendering, so everything is standard. I just have 2 V-Ray lights here, mainly just because I needed to illuminate the car and the smoke. Everything else we've already covered as well. So this is basically just to show you some ideas of what you can do. Feel free to dig through the project file, and I'll see you in the final few lessons.